Just started.
Sir, the last week academic career part 1 is over. So today I am going to explain about academic career part 2. Sir, the last week, yes, we calculated and analyzed the students' mental capacity as well as physical status. So now the student's life, which one should be activated for his career? For example, he wakes up at an early morning, sun influences, doing exercises, sun influences, he is doing some work, Mars influences, he is taking bath, he completes his work, that is also Mars influences, and after taking book, want to read, Mercury influences, and after completion of his work, he is going to school. He is going is a Rahu influences. Of course, if Rahu afflicted in his chart, yes, he is very stubborn not to go to school. Of course, if he goes to school, usually, yes, Rahu is not at afflicted. Then after he goes to school and attend to prayer. So prayer is Venus and Mercury influences. And after sit in the class, he learns, he listen, teaching very carefully. So all planets should be influenced here. So then only he can listen very carefully what the teacher is teaching to him. So Venus, Mars, all planets should be influenced. So in this matter, while he is learning, and after completion of his school hours, he is coming to home. So that is Ketu influence. It is only example I am taking. Of course, if Jupiter is as a teacher, so how it is. So Jupiter is a significator of good knowledge. Of course, if Jupiter is as a teacher, so he teaches very well. He teaches naturally, and he gives a good knowledge to the students. So he uses law and order and everything. So what kind of knowledge should be given to the students? So those things should be taken and given to him. That is Jupiter knowledge. But Jupiter kept some secrets. All secrets should not be revealed to the students. Some of the secrets should be kept, not to reveal. But he is to be respected. He is to be respected from the students. He is a very dignified person, a knowledgeable person. Of course, if Mercury is as a teacher, so Mercury is a prince. Is a prince. Yes, the teacher is also very stylish, and he teaches to the students very well, naturally. He is a calculated mind. Of course, he teaches maths very well, and sometimes he makes jokes. He is a very jovial person. So if Venus is as a teacher, he takes all worldly places which are very beautiful to be as an example towards the students. So it is one kind of attraction. his teaching is very attractive. Of course, if Mars is as a teacher, yes, he is very in anger mood, but he is very physically fit, but he is in anger mood. He wants teachers, he should learn, otherwise he will become angry and beaten him, scolded him. So he is somewhat very severe towards the students to learn from Mars as a teacher. And if Saturn is as a teacher, yes, you must follow these rules and regulations, principles. You must be very principled. You can learn it. You must have some passions to learn for perfection. Until he gets a perfection, so he doesn't leave him. So he is very stubborn in this matter while he is learning rules and regulations, perfection, getting perfection. Yeah, Saturn. So somewhat seriousness in the class, but he is very simple. He is seem to be very simple and high thinking. And if Rahu, who acts as a teacher, yes, he cannot teach, but beyond the lessons he goes for and taking more and more examples to teach to the students. So of course, some of the things are imagination and creativity in his mind. So those things should be explained to the students. Of course, if Ketu is as a teacher, yes, Ketu, a dry planet. Of course, he is a Hindi teacher. Of course, it's heavy. So the teachers, the students who don't like it very much, it is a dry subject, but depth knowledge, they are unable to catch him. So it is a slow process. The students are able to understand about his teaching. Of course, it will take much time. So if moon is as a teacher, yeah, only pleasures should be taken to the students as examples. It is a heartfully very pleasant teaching given to the students. It is only my imagination how the planets are to be as teachers, and how the students. Of course, if he doesn't wake up at an early morning, it means Ravi, sun, planet, sun lord, which is afflicted. We can understand and ask him to get up and ask him to do exercises regularly. So guidelines is only guidelines should be given to the students very perfectly by us, by the parents also. Yes, before going to explain about education, so I would like to say about the qualities. There are three qualities. One is a sattvic quality, rajasic quality, tamasic quality. So these three qualities are very essential for the human beings. Sattvic quality, when sattvic quality dominates in your life, rajasic and tamasic stay behind, stay in the background, and their effective is minimum, If rajasic quality dominates in our life, sattvic and tamasic stay in the background, and their effectiveness is minimum. If tamasic quality dominates in our life, rajasic and sattvic stay in the background, and their effective is minimal. So this is the whole mechanism of our life in the world. These three qualities comes in cycles, one after another. It's a natural to experience from time to time. Experience should be given. Sometimes the students feel happy, joyful, alert, and bold. It is a sattvic quality. If sometimes students feel sad, burdened, restless, and have many desires, that is a rajasic quality. So sometimes the students feel dull, sleepy, and lazy. So it is a tamasic quality. So these three qualities are innate qualities of the students. Sattvic is the purest form of food. They are aimed at calmness of mind, rejuvenating the body, and inspiring the heart. Rajasic and tamasic imbalanced life. So with these qualities, we may calculate and analyze the students' life career, how it is. So only many more persons who are analyzing, yes, is he has he a good qualities or not? Is he good at or not? Good at knowledge or not? So those things should be analyzed and explained to the parents. But if we analyze like this, then we can balance him. Of course, if sattvic qualities which are high, yes, positive results should be given. If rajasic and tamasic which are bad, yes, balanced, they can maintain balance. So we should give good lines to the parents how to control him through the food. So through the food only we can change his mind.
థైరాయిడ్
Rajasic,
థైరాయిడ్ ఉందా ఈ మధ్య కనపడలేదు.
if he has a rajasic qualities or a tamasic qualities, yes,
Sudhakar sir, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
so in this generation, we are observing the students' life, how they are. Mostly non-vegetarians, so that there is no respect and dignity. Even they can't respect their parents, the elders, teachers. So such a quality in the mind has been seen by us, so that we can change them. We can change them at first through the food only. So otherwise we can't. Mostly when we analyze the charts in these days, yes, technical influences, mostly engineering, medicine. So 6, 8, 12 afflicted. So they are going to do such jobs, technical jobs, engineering, medicine. Some of the nobody want to be as a teacher. Some of the simple jobs, respectable jobs. Because non-vegetarians are high, and even smoking, drinking, they are being addicted. So it is a very common abuse among the students. So we should remove such kind of a quality from them. Not only analyzing the students' capacity and education, but also giving good advice and suggestions, valuable suggestions, morals, ethics, values, ethical values. So those things should be explained very clearly to their parents, how to change his mind. They are looking for health, wealth. They wanted to get, they want to acquire money, 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 wealth. Wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. So that when we analyze a chart, yes, we may identify what kind of quality he has. So remaining two qualities should be balanced. So that is more important on account of this purpose. I explained this one. Next, I would like to explain about star lords. So star lords and the planets. So Jupiter is a non-technical influence. Mercury is a non-technical influence. Moon is a non-technical influence. Venus is a non-technical influence. Sun is a technical influence. Saturn is a technical influence. Rahu is a technical influence. Ketu is a technical influence. So Jupiter and Mercury is sattvic qualities. Jupiter and Mercury, sattvic qualities. Sun, Moon, and Venus, rajasic qualities. Crucial planets, I mean malefic planets, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, these are tamasic qualities. When Lagna afflicted, Lagna or Lagna Lord afflicted with malefic planets, yes, Saturn is in Lagna. Yes, we may identify, yes, it is a tamasic quality he has. So dull, sleepy, and lazy. He is a very dull appearance. He is a very, he wants to sleep, sleepy in mood, and lazy. He doesn't wake up early morning. So through this purpose, it is very easy to identify about his qualities. If there is a Rahu, Ketu, whatever crucial planets are there, tamasic qualities. So advise to their parents, advise their parents very well about. He is always, he wants to sleep, always dull appearance. Advise them to wake him up at an early morning, do some exercises every day, at least 6 months continuous process, then only Saturn becomes good. So laziness should be removed very easily through the exercises. Not only all these activities, but also taking food. Taking food can be changed perfectly. Then only it is possible. If sun is
Sudhakar sir, from
very
your side we
mobile,
are getting voice disturbance. Sudhakar sir,
sir.
from your
Sir?
side we are getting some disturbance, voice disturbance.
Okay, okay.
Now it is good. You can carry on.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. If a sun is in Lagna, yes, it is a movable planet, but he has no stability in his mind. He wants to go this way and that way, like that. He is going, no stability. So very easy to identify about his quality to stay at one place and think it over about your life, career, about your future. You have a bright future. Dignity should be maintained because the sun is there. Dignity should be maintained. Don't be loosened. So such kind of advices should be given to them. For example, Taurus is a Lagna. There is a Saturn and a Moon sitting here. Yes, he is mentally not a good. Mental fitness is not a good. We may identify through the meditation, through the exercises. So weakness, mental weakness should be removed, and he will be very happy to go to school and listen carefully, acquire some knowledge. That is the important of giving advice. If there is a Saturn, Sun, Mercury, and Rahu, 4 planets conjunction in Taurus, it is a psychological disorder, psychological imbalance, psychological issues are there. Of course, it may be schizophrenia, illusions, hallucinations. So hallucinations, what he has seen, what he has heard, what he has touched. So everything is wrong. Nothing is there, but he is telling, yes, I have seen, I have heard, I have touched it, but nothing is there. So that is a hallucination. So illusions. His imagination not good. There is a rope, but it seemed to be snake. So illusions and hallucinations. So negative thinking he has. He is in negative side. But it is not possible to control his mind because it is a psychological issues. So that he must approach psychiatrist and taking drugs, then only taking medicine, then only it is possible to control him. Of course, if he goes to temple every day, not at possible. Must approach the psychiatrist and taking medicine, only it will be cured. Otherwise, can't. If a moon is afflicted through the guidelines, it is possible. If Mercury is afflicted with the malefic planets, so somewhat difficult, and it takes a long time. Of course, years may be possible. We can't say it exactly how many months or how many years. So through this sattvic, rajasic, tamasic food qualities, so such a guidelines should be given to their parents, and slowly it is possible to change his mind. So first Lagna and the Lagna Lord, which is strengthened. One is afflicted, one is strengthened. Yes, a 50-50% chance his mind somewhat afflicted, somewhat pure. So it may be balanced through our advice. If a third lord and third place strengthen with good planets, I mean Jupiter and Mercury, or some other malefic planets are there. So give him good stubborn. Yes, I can achieve it. Yes, I can achieve it. Give him good strength. It's like a war zone. Fourth planet, fourth lord, and the fourth place is also a vital role for primary and secondary level for the students. If there is a Jupiter and Mercury, yes, he is a primary and a secondary level. He acquires a good knowledge. He secured good marks. And he goes for higher studies also. So such a knowledge he may get. And the fifth place and fifth lord is also important for getting good knowledge. If there is a Jupiter or a Mercury, yes, he has a broad mind. Step by step, he will achieve through his knowledge. It is a possible thing. If a fourth lord is in third place, so it means fourth to third is the 12th. So that's right, at primary level and secondary level, he cannot acquire good knowledge. Even he doesn't go to school regularly. And he is being scolded and beaten by the teachers and parents. So simply advising him, yes, he is to be kept in hostel or far away from the house. He must leave mother or motherland. So then only we can suggest him. And the ninth lord, ninth place must be pure. I mean, good planets are there. Yes, he has acquired good knowledge, and he will go for higher studies, good skills, talents he has. So skills should be developed more and more. In education, so there is a well growth in him. If a 12th lord connected to third, fourth, and ninth, yes, foreign education. We can prefer for foreign education. It is better to study there. First to leave mother and motherland immediately. So otherwise far away from the house, another state or another country. So first capacity, students' capacity should be developed through the planets. We can understand whether his capacity is developed or not. For example, Saturn and Mars sitting in Lagna, Yes, he is quarreling with others while the teacher is teaching. Yes, he is pinching other boy. He is attacking and being scolded and beaten. If there is Saturn and Rahu, or Rahu and Mars, Rahu and Venus, so this type of combination give him such a troubles, that is smoking, drinking, abuses. He may be addicted for these things. So we may observe even a girl chart, fifth lord and fifth place should be observed very carefully. While she is studying, there is a Rahu Dasa or Rahu Bhukti. Yes, we may observe the character. We shall give guidance to her parents to look after her well, where she is going to school or not, whether she is going to tuition or not, to whom she is speaking. So such kind of observation is more important. I have seen many more charts of the students in Rahu Dasa particularly. So their character, they lost their character. Girls or boys. It is more important to observe the students on that time. So it is only for guidance purpose to approach the astrologers. Not to give them guidance that is to go to temple every day or nothing. Change these qualities first. These activities must be done by them. So then only they will be good students. So observation is more important. Even some of the star lords are there. Aswini star lord. Yeah, it is a very powerful horse speed. If a second lord is on Aswini star lord, he speaks very fast. If a 10th lord is on Aswini star lord, works very fast. If a 5th lord is on Aswini star lord, learn very fast. If a second lord is on Aswini star lord, eagerly to earn early. So Aswini star lord is a very powerful, learning, making anything very fast star lord. So medicine, surgery, 108, 104 services, hospitals, engineering skills, mechanical skills. Yes, Aswini and the Pubba also. Aswini and the Pubba, good for education. These are star lords. So some of the star lords, Chitta, Swati, Arudra. So these are superstars, super planets. Don't dominate them. Of course, the student belongs to the student. The student is in Chitta star lord. Yes, they don't like bossism. No need to give them orders, only suggestions or requests. It's enough. Chitta, Swati, Arudra, super planets. They don't like bossism. So some of the planets are there, which are very powerful. for education. So Maga Star Lord. It is also, he can stand on his feet. He can't say his father's name also. Even he is rich. Yeah, no, I don't. I want to stand on my feet. So such a courageous, authoritative voice he has, Maka. But there is a some of the thing. I mean, a silver plate was given by forefathers. Some of the symbols are there. Forefathers. Gold was given. The chair was given. These books were given to me by my forefathers. Yes, they are telling, but they can't say their parents' names. So such as a Maga Starlord. Seta Bisha doctor, Seta 100. So he is equal to 100 doctors. A person who was born on Satabisha Star Lord. It is a very wonderful Star Lord. And even companies, CEOs, managers are asking about asking his name. Of course, if he belongs to such a Star Lord, yes, immediately taken in his company, because the day and night they are working for fame and name. Service oriented planet it is. Uttarabhadra, Ravati. So spiritual planets, they are also working hard. Uttarabhadra, who are on these star lords, they are also working hard, but they are going in a spiritual way. Mola Star Lord, a research factor it is. From top to bottom, everything should be identified. They research a new thing on this Star Lord. It is also very powerful Star Lord for education. So Vishaka is a knife symbol. They are very sharp in education. Of course, if they become gurus or teachers, yeah, they teach very well towards the students, very attraction. Anuradha Star Lord. It is a step by step. You must learn step by step. At once, it is not possible. So changing also very slow. If the parents know about their charts, so they can control the students very well. So otherwise they can miss, and even their words are not listened by them. Carelessness, negligence are very high among the students because of these reasons. Why don't you get good marks? He got good marks, why you? So these questions should be posed directly towards the students. But what food is given to them? Oh, no observation. Only marks, and wealthy. Yes, he must be wealthy. So these are intentionally towards the parents. So that's why the students lost some of the characters. Quality is important. Character is important. Of course, some of the students who are learning very slow, you know very well about Saturn. Yes, Saturn influences the chart. Yes, he learns slowly. Why should we scold him? Why should we beat him? Give him guidelines. That's all. So moon is afflicted. yeah, he is not adapting the nature immediately. So in slow process, it is possible to him adapting in nature. So give him a chance to change. We can analyze the chart very carefully and advise the students. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Gnaneswar Guruji, Ravi Sankar Guruji. So thank you very much. Ravi Sankar Guruji.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, Sudhakar, sir.
Thank you very much, Guruji. So it is
Yeah,
my
welcome.
own
Welcome.
imagination. It is my own imagination to describe about the planets as teachers and students. So how they are acting and why he became lazy, why he is very calm and alert. So it is only my imagination, and sattvic and rajasic, tamasic qualities also observed in the chart. That is my opinion. That's all. Thank you very much, Gnaneswar sir. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Okay. Sir, Ravi Shankar, sir, shall I continue or you are going to add?
Sir, you continue, sir. Ravi sir is on other issues. So you continue.
Okay. Because Sudhakar sir has taken extensively, went to star level, planets level, house level. So he has given from last week something, and today also he has shared some extra things. I think you people need to combine total and understand it, what it shows. Because as astrologers, we are getting the queries from so many people about their kids. What is their going to be education, these people, whether they become what the parents wants. So particularly in India, the parents are very much worried about their kids' education. They want to be higher levels like engineering, doctors, civil, IAS. So now the education phenomena is completely changed. But the astrology we are studying, which is written, as far we know, is around 5,000 years old. So at that time, the education system, the way of teaching, the students, the society requirement of scholars is a complete different if compared to today. Even though the society always require the people, knowledge people, to run the overall thing as per Varnasrama method. But now education is make it people is a livelihood. Because earlier education is different, is to gain the knowledge. But now the education is directly linked to your livelihood. Means after education, you need to go directly join the relative job. Okay, so that's why it's important. Our education is required towards the what you are going to do in your 10th house, karma. So normally our 10th house shows so what we are going to do for our livelihood or earning. Also, some people do business. So if you observe people who are doing the family business, then no need of any education. No need of any education. They can do directly involved in the business through in the family, they'll do parents or whoever is following them. So they can do it directly. You can see in any business centers. Earlier, the people used to, they never go to any school also. Directly going into business, they learn it by practice, the practicing only. So now we need to focus on that education start before going into your LKG level. They want to, our child should be in this field. So they forced like that. So you need to study in engineering level, you need to study as a doctor, you need to be in civil, IAS, or some people, very less people going towards arts. 30, 40 years back, arts, commerce is one of the best, civil also one of the best. But now is a completely, hardly you can find the people nowadays who is doing BA. At least my knowledge, I'm not in India, but I'm seeing that nobody is showing that our kid one should be in this field. Some engineering, some doctors. So this is the thing. So education is, that means the education house is directly linking to the work field, karma house. So first thing is, if you see any chart, there is a link between 5th lord and 10th lord in D1 chart or in D9 chart. So you can easily predict that. So what he is going to study, his job is also in the same field. It is one of the major criteria. So I will give you some brief information about the signs. So the person, what is the interest in learning? In the overall chart, forget about any lagna or thing, the planets placing in different places. The first planet is the sun. Sun is the natural 5th house lord, karaka for intelligence, karaka for education also. Not only intelligence, he also is a natural 5th lord. So he is also education. Then comes to education means normally people look for Mercury, where he is sitting. So Mercury is in astrology, he is given as a kid who is learning knowledge. He's a student. So you want to learn whatever is available in the world. So that much capacity he has intended. Also, the Mercury shows whatever you studied, the power of retention. The kid is reading something, but the brain is not able to hold it. Then it is a very difficult to attend any exam or apply that knowledge anywhere. So retention of the knowledge is very much important. So that's why Mercury is also important. Wherever he is sitting, in any house, the Mercury should have some good strength. Then the person will get the retention. First thing is, he is able to read, he is able to understand, and able to retain. As long as some people can retain since their childhood, even at the age of 80s, 90s. So the brain, subconscious brain, is where it goes, sitting in and retaining in your brain. So reproduce. Third quality of Mercury is a reproduce. You need to reproduce. Then comes to Jupiter. Jupiter is a wisdom. Wisdom means, wisdom is not related to education. Education is completely different. The Jupiter's wisdom is a completely different. The wisdom gives the knowledge, the person where he is living, what is the surroundings, some type of vichakshana, discrimination. The natural phenomena, the person can interact with people, with society. He will give his, what is his personality he is holding. whether he is useful to society or whether he is a destroyer of the society. So Jupiter is also a very important planet. So after learning that knowledge, so whether that you are going to use that knowledge for society uplift purpose or you are making destroy. You can see nowadays, some people, if you see auditors, CAs, what is the CA's job, you know? How to reduce the paying of the tax. Most of the companies will go to, they appoint their own CAs. As a normal, we are employees also. Every year, well, year end, we need to file the tax, right? So going to some CAs, auditors. So how to reduce my paying of the tax? So his job is how to find the loopholes in the law. How to make it. It's a sort of things. Even if it is just employee level only, we are thinking like that. But if you see entrepreneur level, some high industries level, some political levels, so how much they are saving these people's money. So some sort of, there is no Jupiter thing, just business. So Mercury is only business. So no wisdom, Mercury never use any wisdom. But Jupiter is there, he has ethics. Mercury is without ethics. Jupiter is knowledge plus ethics. So we need to see that is also important. Second thing is Lagna, the first major important point. What Lagna the person is born. As Lagna is means again zodiac signs. So there are 4 divisions like fairy signs, fire, earth, air signs, and water signs. So it's a fire signs because Lagna, without Lagna Lord strong, the person is not going to achieve in the society. He will not be a countable person if Lagna Lord is not strong. It's a like normal person. So there are so many people just born, have food and live life, have marriage, kids. That's all. Over the end of the life, you live the life is over. So it's a common, nothing to be in. But Lagna Lord is, Lagna house, Lagna Lord is strong, then definitely he is going to different from others. He has some potential. The Lagna and Lagna Lord shows what type of potential they have and how it is going to impact on the society or on the people or in the, at least in his family or whoever depend on him. So that's why we need to say Lagna is a foremost important. So Agni sign is, Agni means it's active, action oriented. So that's why these people are always show interest, something creative to new. So like manufacturing, engineering, and protection. Protection comes military, police, and these people likes fire signs always likes to do adventure. They are very much explore the things wherever they go. And also very much interested to life protected things like medicine, healing. Finally, they want to rule the society. So rulers. Most of the fiery signs, because they want command. They have inbuilt authority. Also fight. They will do fighting for the protection of the society. So this is a major impact of the Agni signs. So the person with the Lagna is like Aries and Leo and Dhanus. So these people have the inbuilt intention. So if the person is going to take study towards that side, anyway, the other fifth house, some other planets also, Mercury is also, Jupiter also, fifth lord also, they will decide. Sometimes what will happen, the person, what he has interest, he has to study some other one, which he is not able to do with his intention. It means mind is not satisfied with that because of some parents, because child is cannot oppose parents, right? So parents, what they guide the child, they want to go in that, but his chart is different. So which he has a inbuilt quality. If you put him in that direction, definitely he will be shine. Next comes Prithvi, so earth signs. Earth signs, they are all grounded. Earth means ground. So practical. They want anything is doing is just practical. Hard work, some creative work, some concrete level. Like concrete means it's a type of physical visibility, constructions, agricultures, architectures, mechanics, all general household. These earlier used to people have a carpenter, builder, goldsmith, blacksmith. So these are all whatever is practical, because they deal with metals, earth, and instruments. So this comes under Prithvi. Then comes to third division is a Vayu, airy signs. Airy signs is related to your mind. Again, it's required your capacity of the thinking pattern, intellectual, consultancy, advertising, or advising, writing, some sort of artist, some sort of accounting, lawyers, and intellectuals. And is related to mind means it comes also philosophy. So what are mind related things? Use brain. The brain is important. There is no practical, there is no action oriented. This is why Tattva is different. So why Tattva signs are like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these people they go to research mode, philosophical things, artistic things, Libra artistics. Then last is the Jalatattva. Jalatattva is, it's a mind again is with emotion. Mind is involved, but everywhere involved, but here they will have emotion, compassion, some sort of healing, some sort of nursing, and water related activities, going through sail, traveling one country to other country, because it's sign of these signs are related to water, right? So water means comes also medicine, also chemistry, Rasayana Shastra, so Jalatattva. So this once you decide these things, which lagna is there, then you can focus in that field. The person can be, if lagna lord is good, strong, this is the sign level. If you come to planet level, sometimes what will happen, not only lagna, but whatever the planets sitting in the lagna and aspecting the lagna and sitting with the lagna lord. So these three also again manipulate. It's mixing nature. So normally Ketu, we already Sudhakar sir told, Ketu shows minute level things, is a type of mathematician. Sun is a ruler, king, ruler, He's also have the knowledge of philosophy. Not only ruling, he's also have a philosophy. Earlier, Rishi says whatever Vedanta, if your person is in well versed in Vedanta, means not Jupiter, it should be Sun should be very strong. Then comes to Mars. Mars is complete, is a logic, energy. There is no take back. Just start, initiate, do action. So in a force related. Then comes to Mercury. Mercury is, he has a knowledge, you want to learn knowledge. So the same thing he will reproduce, means authorship. He will write books. And as per earlier Maharshis, if Mercury is very strong, they are very expert in Mimamsa. Mimamsa means a Tarka Shastra. So now we are doing this, same people, auditors. Then comes to Venus. Venus is also a poet, Kavi. He has a artistic nature, luxury. Whatever he do to pacify mind, the Venus. And Jupiter. Jupiter is a wisdom, so he's a very much scholar. Anything, whatever the knowledge you take it. So Jupiter is strong. That field is a source of, like a Wikipedia. So you can have a complete knowledge about any particular object, whatever subject it is. A known of Vedas full knowledge you will have, Jupiter. He is also philosophy along with the Sun. Rahu. Rahu is a very big power. Whatever is big machineries. So Rahu denotes that one. High energy things like power plants, transformers, where high energy is used. So these are all general ideas. So about planets and signs. Not only this one, you need to see one more important chart for deciding the academic and the person where he has a knowledge, inbuilt knowledge. Every person will have some inbuilt knowledge. Sometimes we say that knowledge is carried from previous lives, not just in this life. So we are coming through so many lives. So we don't know what we have in previous lives, what knowledge we acquire. So if you are going in that direction, so it will be easy. You will be succeeded very early because you did already something about that knowledge in previous lives. So how to know that one? So for that we need to see Navamsha. So Navamsha gives some information about in previous lives, what type of knowledge you are holding. You did it. Suppose in Navamsha, if you see 159. 159 is a konas. These konas will give the knowledge of what you are already learnt or some mastery you had in previous lives. If the planets are sitting in 159 in Navamsha. So I'm giving some just basic idea. If suppose 159 Sun is there, this person will have a, because Sun is also related to his philosophy. Sun is also Karaka for music. Is a source of music. Sun. So these people can go into, because already they had knowledge related to this music thing. They have a philosophy knowledge. They have a ruling knowledge, how to rule. If Sun is in 159 in Navamsha, then comes to Moon. Moon is a very soft planet. Moon is a passion. He needs some comforts. He want to have a peace in his brain. So normally when you get the peace is means when you have a taking rest, when you have a listening some good music. Moon is also karaka for some music. Basically, he is a singer. So if it's a moon is in 159, so they have a knowledge related to this music related things. Mostly singing is up, not instrument level. He is a use his voice. Then comes to Mars. Mars, we know, fiery planet. Is a basically army commander in chief. So he has a basic warrior. So he will have a such those related things: fighting, firefighters, military, police, protection of the society. So those field they can do that because they have some knowledge in that. So need to check whether Mars in 159. Then comes to Mercury. Mercury is a nickname is chatterbox. So you keep on talks. You can see the people whoever Mercury is in Lagna, just sit with them. They can't sit ideally for 2 minutes. They keep on talk something. They want to have everything in the world, what is going on, news, newspaper, TVs, in friend circle. So everything will bring into subject from left neighbors to it goes to America. So all those things we will talk. So Mercury. So he is an eloquent speaker. Also, Mercury is good for business also. And naturally, he's a Vaishya planet. Plus, he has a knowledge how to. He never fight with until unless Mercury is afflicted by Mars or Ketu. Otherwise, he is a very polite speaker. Because businessman quality is required, you need to speak very politely. You should never do any unnecessary talks with people. So you never hurt. You should not never hurt anyone. Otherwise, business never grow. So that's why Mercury is business karaka and eloquent speaker. Then comes to Jupiter. If Jupiter is 159, is a very good because he has a knowledge, any object he has taken. So philosophy, Vedas, some higher level knowledge, which is required to advise the society. Is a divine knowledge or which is required to run the society in proper IAS. So Jupiter in suppose 159 D9 is a very much expert. Whatever is subject he has taken, he will go in that direction. Then Saturn is a normal natural sevaka in planetary kingdom. So he will have a very hard worker, Saturn. So if Saturn is 159, is a very much orthodox. Only he follows what his elder ancestors did. So Saturn never wants to do new things. Saturn always wants already, which is tested and people are doing very well, then only he will take up that job. So that's why Saturn is the most, we call it as orthodox. Orthodox means only follows existing rules. You never alter. You don't want to alter anything. Then comes to Venus. Venus is I told already, poet. Fine arts. Fine arts, you can see so many things nowadays. Is a drawing. One of the most important things. Drawing is not easy because if the person is seeing one person face, he has to remember the complete structure, the face, how the eyes are there, how the nose is there, how the cheeks are there, how the lips are there. So what are the dimensions the face should be? So like that. So that means he should have a very great memory. Like a photo photographic memory, we say that. So how you take the photo, so that same still will be hold in his brain so that he can reproduce same thing. So fine arts, basically Venus is gives kavi, fine arts, and writing some romantic poet things. Next is Rahu. Rahu is again, if Rahu is sitting 159 in D9, he is a well sitting, means without affliction of other malefics, according to chart. So he gives very much research oriented, big missions, scientists, even scientists also can go. So Mars is a big person, according to current education system, according to current what is society is doing, one of the best planet if Rahu is in a good place. He's a very give the knowledge in mathematics, because current latest things, everything is dependent on mathematics. So he's a well versed in mathematics, the related research things. Last planet Ketu. Ketu is a very small, minute, which we cannot see with eyes. So that's why you can see coding. If you go to a software, coding related things, which you cannot see very deep level. Smallest, that's why computers comes again Ketu. Ketu also denotes mathematics. Plus, he has a very specific, unique character is he will give the knowledge of spirituality. So suppose if person is in D9, 9th house Ketu or Lagna Ketu, definitely in earlier life he has touch with the spiritual thing. So he can pursue things in that way also to get the things. So this is the Navamsha level. So this academic subject discussion is, okay, last week discussed this. It's not a subject just 2 sessions, 2 hours, 3 hours cannot be discussed. There are a lot of things to be looking to the chart to see what these people are going to study and what he is going to achieve in his life. So there are so many things. So this is just a high level knowledge I would like to share. That's why I shared here. So already we crossed the time. And Ravi sir, if you want to add something, you can add. Otherwise, we'll take some questions if the people are going to ask anything. Or some people want to add something, you can add.
Sir, Ravi sir is out of.
Okay.
So
Madam
we'll take
Arnima, madam, you want to add anything?
No, sir. As of now, nothing.
Okay. So any questions, please, if anyone?